Back to the chart with Big Boss Crypto, bringing on a day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on CHAINLINK. And the expression goes, don't fight the Fed. And that is what we saw yesterday when Jerome Powell spoke. Look at this hourly candle yesterday. Spike up, spike down, and then we continue our move to the downside. But what happens next and where is our targets? Well, let's look at the charts. This one was a nasty candle, as you can see here. Spike up, spike down. Wow, what a candle. That is what happens when Jerome Powell speaks and says something. He moves the markets basically. And as you can see, we are currently in our, how do I say it, third leg down possibly, or our second retrace. You know the market make structure, we had a double top formation, spike down, retrace up, second leg down, second retrace, and we are currently possibly in the third leg down, which could bottom out here at 21k or even here at 21.7k. That's also a possibility. You have to basically wait for a double bottom formation of some kind before the move is over. We need to see this pretty clearly. It can look like this, kind of an ugly double bottom formation, or sometimes it looks like this, pretty clear, as we saw with the double top formation. Pretty clear what it was. And in order for us to say that we are bottom out locally, we need to see this structure. So we could do something like this. We spend some time here, you can spike up, grab some volume up here, then move down. We can spend some time here and continue our moves to the downside. We need to see a clear double bottom formation before we can start longing. So you need to consider this when trading. Before you see any double bottom formation, you shouldn't consider any longs. However, you should take profits on your shorts if you are in any. Targets to downside, first target is basically at 21.7k, and 21k could be the possible local bottom. We do have a big volume candle here, residing all the way up to 23.4k, and we recovered almost half of it already, so we could spike up to possibly 23k. 22.5 to 23k is a possible retrace to the upside, because we haven't yet broken to the downside. We need to break 21.7k before we can aim for the next target and say that we are in a third and final leg down. And if we break this 21k zone, we could move down to 20k, 19.6k, and even down to 18k. That is something to look at in the longer perspective. If we take a look at the news events, we can see that Jerome Powell testified yesterday. He will do that again today at 4 p.m. Central European time, and we could possibly see a lot of volatility as we saw yesterday, because as you can see, we had news coming out 2 hours ago. The non-farm employment change came out at 242k. We expected, or the market expected, 197k, which means that inflation will still be intact, because we have a higher number than expected, which means it's going to be trouble for the Fed. Possibly something that will be brought up today when Jerome Powell speaks. Pretty interesting that they haven't yet done much damage with the higher interest rates. So we could see some volatility and more moves to the downside if we look at the news events going on today. If we take a look at the liquidation map, we have a lot of liquidations here at 20k. We could possibly move towards these zones during the next couple of days or the next week. However, we do have more liquidation points to the upside in the near term. So you can see up to 22.5 all the way up to 23k even 23.3k approximately. We have a lot of liquidations. Possibly we could shoot up and have our second retrace up to these zones and then reverse down to 20k. That is a possibility. However, this is not financial advice. It's all for entertainment and educational purposes only. That's it for Bitcoin. Let's take a look. As you can see, Chainlink is following what Bitcoin is doing currently. We are moving towards the next volume candle, which hasn't been filled yet, at $6.6, which was created here in during Valentine's Day, and we are currently going to recover it possibly. I don't know. We should see this going to be recovered in the next couple of hours or in the next couple of minutes basically. And if we break this, we could aim to the targets to $6.2 or possibly even to $5.8 in the next move down, because we saw something similar here. Double top formation, confirm when we broke this low here, and we moved here, had a retrace, second leg down, second retrace, and now we are on a third and final leg down, which could possibly go to this one can right here at $6.2 or possibly even to $5.9 if something bullish happens when Jerome Powell speaks. This is the target to the upside. We have an unfilled volume candle here at $7.250. For Chainlink, we could recover half of what's left at $7.15 if Bitcoin moves to the upside aggressively. However, I don't see that happening. We could possibly target these lows right here, and if we do that, wait for the double bottom formation, break of this high, you go long basically. That's the idea. That's it for today's day trading update. I hope you learned something today and that you like and subscribe. Remember that it's free to like and subscribe, so please go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we'll see each other on Friday. Have a nice day. Big Boss out.